Alright, this is the Klamath River, and I'm going to do a review on this 2023 Hyde Pro Series drift boat. You can see the logo right there. And this is a boat foundationally built for fly fishermen from the ground up and for doing Class 3 whitewater. So we bounce over rocks, we go through big waves all the time. This is the right boat for our application here. It's not flat water, lake water. This is solid Class 3 plus whitewater, and this boat does the job. From the stern here, one thing I like is this pulley system here, so that we can have a heavy anchor that we need to hold us in tight water, but it's easy to lift up with this anchor mechanical advantage pulley system. I like the storage options here all over on this model. Beginning with the stern, we've got storage underneath the stern fisherman, underneath the guide's deck, and for the bow fisherman, and under the bow, so lots of good storage. The casting braces are a key feature on these Hyde boats. They're solid. You can stand up here, and I don't have people falling around in the boat, tipping out like some of the other models that have little tube frames up here, bent tubes. Those are too weak for my opinion. And the built-in aluminum deck up in the front is just beautiful for fishing. And solid bracing and good clean areas here for your line to lie on after your cast. If we move up the boat, we've got adjustable oar lock positions here, so you can place the oar lock forward, center, or rear, depending on your position in the boat. All of these pieces are adjustable in their position, except for the stern seat in this case, but you can shift your bow fisherman or your guide seat forward or rear, depending on how you want to distribute the weight and allow room for rowing. This particular boat has enough room that with the bow fisherman in place, the oarsman can sweep full strokes and get solid oar strokes in to navigate through the difficult water without locking them up into the sea. So plenty of room for storage for your cooler if you want, your tackle box here if you want. I carry a line bucket here so I can keep it all organized and nice and neat. There's enough room for all of that. I really appreciate these rod tubes right here. If you can take a look at these. These have been around in the Hyde boats for quite a while, but now they're welded in. My other versions of Hyde boats have been clamped into this deck, but they're clean. My lines don't hang up in this. Allows two rods to get stored into the face of each rod tube. I've modified this particular boat to also include a hole in the front deck there that is lined with a grommet from a trailer lighting system, but I can put an extra rod tip in there so I can carry even more rods if I want. This was a custom boat that I had Hyde built for me with an extra rail in the floor. So instead of, I think it was 4, and now I've got 5 ribs running down in the underneath the deck, so that I have less space between the ribs, less cavitation of the floor as I wear the boat out, going over rocks during the life of this boat, and I really appreciate that. This is doing a great job of staying solid without cavitating the floor as we boil over rocks in the shallow stretches. The decks have a slip resistant coating on them in diamond plate flooring so they don't wear out, and my guests aren't sliding around on top of slippery fiberglass. I really appreciate that. The finish work, everything in here is designed for the fly fisherman, and ease of casting and not getting line tied up in places, and being able to navigate Class 3 in difficult whitewater. So it's all golden. I highly recommend this boat for this kind of application of challenging rafting with clean fly casting positions for your guests. And got no complaints. If you're interested in a good quality boat to get you down the river, the Hyde Pro Series high side aluminum boats are a good option to consider. Hope to see you on the river.